Savage W, MMA fan, back with another video. So I just want to do a little follow up on my UFC rankings don't mean anything or nothing anymore video. And I got some interesting comments on that video. And all the fuck I'm trying to say at the end of the day is the UFC has a lot of fucking biases. And I know this is the world. This is the world we live in. Some of it's justified, some of it's not. Some of it depends on what fighters do. Some of it doesn't. And when I look at fighters like Holly Holm, listen, I've liked Holly Holm, okay? I've been a fan of Holly Holm. But I just don't think you can fucking deny some of them opportunities that she got. Am I mad at her? No, I'm not mad at her. I'm upset at the UFC and the way things have gone. Now, things are not going to be perfect. I know that. But as a fan, you have to see the shit from a fan's perspective, okay? As a fan, and maybe we just all got a little bit of pandemic paranoia, but we just want to see different shit because it stimulates a certain part of our fucking mind or something. You know what I'm saying? A certain amount of stimuli. And I don't really have a problem with Holly Holm fighting for championships. I just want to see other people, okay? And I know some people don't like some of these people for whatever reason. And I'm like, hey, that's cool. I don't have a problem with you liking who you like. And I understand opportunities have to be taken advantage of, as they weren't a few weeks ago by Juliana Pena and Irene Adana. But even still, there should be a push for more talent, for pushing it up the ranks. I mean, look at stuff like flyweight, where you got the middle just clogged with all these washed up, overrated fucking fighters like Grandma Modafferi and KKK Lee. Like, hey, if for whatever reason you like those fighters, that's on you. And they do play their part. But it's just getting to the point where it's so stagnant. They need to bring somebody in, bring a woman in, bring somebody in to help clean up the mess of the women's divisions. Because strawweight is the only one that has been able to thrive. Despite the issues that division has had, that division has done quite well, right? But yeah, I'm just at the point where I don't know about 135. I really don't. And I don't know if Dana White is really interested based on the Tanisha Tennant no signing. Like, there's talent right there. They just are so afraid. It reminds me of, sorry if you're not into football. I used to be. It was kind of like somebody was using an analogy with the Dallas Cowboys. Like, Jerry Jones could bring in a black coach. He really could. And, maybe he did, maybe in the past. I don't know if they've ever had one. Don't ask the Cowboys fans. Ask the motherfuckers who are currently watching the NFL about that shit. Don't ask me. But the point that this person was trying to make was, you gotta deal with the race shit. You gotta deal with their family, and then these people you're working with. See, it's a very subtle reminder of race shit, not just in Texas, but all over the fucking country. And we don't like acknowledging that. And I think if you already don't like a fighter, it's easy to have a bias about whether or not it matters that this person make it to this promotion or participates in this. And I'm going to do a video. Shout out to Mary F. I'm going to do a video talking a little bit more about what I think fighters need to do and their expectations dealing with the fucking UFC because Mary F is kind of like the queen of the Lions Den women's mixed martial arts community comment section, or maybe just the queen of WMMA slash MMA discussion in the comment section. Period. Like if Mary F ever shows into your comment section, and sorry if I'm bringing you more attention than you want, but you kind of deserve it, Mary. Then that's a plus. That's a blessing. Don't be like, oh, who's this and writing all this. Shut the fuck up. It's good for you, okay? And if you actually read it, it's some interesting stuff. You may not agree all the time, but it's worth it, okay? But Mary has some interesting points about fighters, expectations, and whatnot. So I do appreciate Mary F's commentary on my video. Some of my feelings remain the same. The UFC, I commend them because it's not an easy time to be doing anything. But at the end of the day, I just really feel that the UFC has so much untapped potential. Don't you love that term? Sounds like a reservoir flowing. Untapped fucking potential. And it's out there. And it's within the organization. But, it's just certain people, they got so much control and they're so set on their fucking ways that you're not going to really see a whole lot. Like it's a controlled, very controlled environment, and that explains it. That really explains why shit's the way it is. But I'll get more into this whole thing a little bit later. This is Savage W, MMA fan. I'm out.